Millions of people believed this image was real when it wasn't. It was generated by artificial intelligence. And today, images like this move markets, influence elections, create propaganda, and shape public emotion. As AI gets better, truth becomes harder to recognize, and journalists start to face an ethical crisis. AI generated images are everywhere. They're hyper-realistic, emotionally powerful, and often misleading. NPR found that AI propaganda images such as "All Eyes on Rafah" and disaster photos from Hurricane Helene spread faster than verified reporting. Euronews reported that AI-generated news anchors are now delivering racist messages and fake declarations of war. When seeing is no longer believing, journalism's foundation begins to crack. The AP warns against using AI for anything that could mislead audiences, and forbids AI-generated visuals unless they are clearly labeled. The Society of Professional Journalists says journalists must seek truth, minimize harm, and be accountable. But AI challenges every part of this. When fake images look real, even experienced journalists can be fooled. And when newsrooms intentionally use AI to illustrate a story, transparency becomes essential. If audiences can't trust what they see, the press loses its credibility, and with it, democracy loses an important protection. Kant's duty-based ethics says truth-telling is non-negotiable. If an AI image could deceive, even unintentionally, it violates journalism's moral duty to be honest. But utilitarianism focuses on consequences. AI can help create safe reconstructions of events, increase accessibility, or speed up fact-checking. If used responsibly and clearly labeled, the benefits could outweigh the risks. The tension between these two approaches is shaping every newsroom's AI policies. AI can also create biased or emotional images that push people in certain directions. NPR showed how a fake photo of a crying child during Hurricane Helene went viral because it made people angry at the government's response. The "All Eyes on Rafah" image spread around the world even though it wasn't a real moment, but people believed it because it felt powerful. This is how propaganda works. It doesn't need to be accurate, just emotional. When people see these images over and over, they start forming opinions based on events that never even happened. That's why journalists have to be extra careful. They need to fact check every visual, explain when something is AI generated, and help audiences understand how these images can be used to manipulate them. The AI image of the poke in the puffy coat ended up being harmless, even though millions did believe it was real. However, others do not seem as harmless. One example is the fake Pentagon explosion in 2023. It looked real enough to scare people and even moved the stock market before journalists corrected it. These moments show how fast false images can shape public belief. But there's another ethical problem: copyright. In 2025, 14 major publishers sued an AI company for producing summaries that copy the structure and tone of their reporting. Copyright scholars warn this could undermine the journalism economy. If AI can automatically replicate the storytelling choices that journalists create, who gets credit and then who gets paid? As we all know, AI is here to stay. But journalism must remain grounded in truth through this. That means verifying every image, labeling AI-generated content very clearly, avoiding fake photos in breaking news, and respecting the creative labor of reporters. Trust is fragile. Once it's broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild. In an age where reality can be manufactured, ethical journalism matters more than ever.